all those parents will be able to ask the board and the superintendent any question they have about the rezoning plan. And of course, I will be inside that meeting and bring you the very latest on WAAY-31 First News at 10. Deborah, the investigation continues tonight as police continues to look through surveillance video to see what led to a shooting at a local Walmart. Deborah, is still an active scene as police try to piece together what led to a shootout that left one man dead and one police officer shot in the face. The Rock the Vote 2014 has just gotten underway, and they expect a lot of people to show up.
Jabaree Prewitt is here, and you talked to the woman who saw this happen.
Absolutely, Deborah, and as you can imagine, she is very upset. It's a heartless case of animal cruelty, a dog being dragged for miles to its death. We want to warn you, the pictures you're about to see are graphic.
I was driving down Charity Lane, and there was a truck at the corner of Charity Lane and Stevens Road, and he was stopped at the stop sign.
What this witness, who did not want to be identified, noticed next is heartbreaking.
I saw a dog behind the truck, and it took me a second to put two and two together, but as I got closer and closer to Stevens, I noticed that there was a rope around the dog's neck.
She says she noticed the dog kept falling and limping. That's when she reacted.
And I started screaming and waving at him from my window, and I kind of tried to block him. And then next thing I know, he cut me off.
And that's when she called the Madison County Sheriff's Department. Deputies arrived and looked for the truck, but didn't find the truck or the dog. They will continue to look.
You always hear about things like this, and you know that there's people out there like this, but I never expected to actually see somebody do something like this. I never thought that something like this would ever be something I'd ever have to witness.
Now, authorities are looking for a dark-colored Dakota truck. If you have any information, you're asked to call the Madison County Sheriff's Office. Well, Deborah, is still an active scene as police try to piece together what led to a shootout that left one man dead and one police officer shot in the face.
And shot a police officer, good gosh.
Ken Ward looks over the damage to his car after it was shot up by bullets during a police shootout this morning.
My wife and I were sleeping, and we heard what we thought were gunshots. And so I got up and kind of looked outside, and then there were a lot more gunshots. We called 911, and then they said there was a situation and we needed to stay in the house.
That situation was a domestic dispute call Huntsville police answered around 1 a.m., where they found 52-year-old William Stogner naked and holding a shotgun in front of his house on Stanford Drive.
Officers asked this individual to put down the weapon and try to determine what was going on, and this individual shot at our officers.
Police exchanged fire with Stogner. That's when Officer Jason Moore was shot in the face with gunshot pellets. Shortly afterward, the SWAT team was brought in. A second round of gunfire rang out. That whole time, Ken Ward and his family huddled inside their home.
Then we heard more gunshots sporadically for the next hour, hour and a half. And then there were a whole lot of gunshots, and then it stopped. And I think that was when it actually ended.
Preliminary reports show Stogner was shot and killed by officers.
But it's a little unnerving, yes, sir.
Now, since this was an officer-involved shooting, just as a procedure, the Alabama Bureau of Investigation has been brought in to investigate. Now, coming up on WAAY-31 First News at 10, we will continue to follow this story and bring you the very latest tonight on WAAY-31 First News at 10. But for now, reporting live in Huntsville, Jabaree Prewitt, WAAY-31 First News.
WAAY-31's Jabaree Prewitt is on the scene with the very latest. Jabaree?
Well, Deborah, the investigation continues tonight as police continues to look through surveillance video to see what led to a shooting at a local Walmart. Now, it happened around 1:30 today at the Super Walmart on South Memorial Parkway. Now, we're told an off-duty Morgan County Sheriff deputy noticed a man he knew had felony warrants. That's when he tried to apprehend the man, and the man ran out of the store. The deputy then fired a shot, striking the man in the buttocks. He was taken to Huntsville Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, and shoppers say this doesn't make them feel any safer.
Well, I feel unsafe. It's very frightening when it's that close to where I live.
Now, right now, we are working to see if that deputy followed protocol and procedure. And, of course, we will have that answer tonight on WAAY-31 First News at 10. But for now, reporting live in Huntsville, Jabaree Prewitt, WAAY-31 First News.